issue of share capital. Share capital can be issued by the company against cash, or it could be other than cash as well. Then it can be on lump sum basis or on an installment basis. If companies who issue the shares on lump sum basis, it may decide to issue the share at par, or it may decide to issue the shares at premium as well. Then we talked about the different types of installment. It could be application money, allotment money, and then we have call money as well. After that, we discussed few questions based on the issue of shares. Okay, so I guess we have done 3 questions. In the last session, we discussed this question, and I guess this question was also covered in the previous session itself. And yeah, we were talking about the question number 5, and I have given you we did give some proportion of this question, and remaining I gave you for the homework. So I'm sure all of you must have done that. So we won't be discussing more about the question number 5. We'll now directly move to question number 6. So I want everybody to take the screenshot of this question quickly, and then I'll explain the question to you, and accordingly we'll pass the journal entry for this particular question.
Thanks.
Done? Okay, just
Yes.
give me a moment. All right, so this question says that there is a company, MEA Limited, which have issued shares of rupees 50,000. Equity shares of rupees 100 each at a premium of rupees 50 per share, payable as follows. Question says that 100 will be payable per share on application, balance will be on allotment. The issue was subscribed and share were issued to the applicant, pass the necessary journaling. Okay, so let me first explain this question a little. Question is basically telling us that issued share capital in this question is as it is given in the question. Issued share capital is 50,000, and face value of the share issued, this is equity share. Okay, face value of equity share is rupees 100 each. But question says that it has been issued at a premium, right? It has been issued at a premium of rupees 50 per share. So premium being charged is 50 each. That means share having a value of 100 rupees is actually issued at a price of 150. 150 per share. Everybody understood this? Issue price per share will be 150. That includes 50 rupees for premium and 100 for the face value of the shares. Got it, everyone? Is this clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
So just give me a moment. Let me adjust my tab a little. Just a moment. Let me just stop. Yeah, certain. Okay, so this is the question. Now, the one important thing about this question is that question does not tell us about the when we will be collecting the premium. Question says that we have issued 50,000 rupees share at a premium of rupees 50 each, against which the payment will be received 100 rupees on application and balance will be on allotment. So basically, payment against the premium will be received on allotment date, and Hello everyone. Guys, I'm really sorry my system is getting turned off on its own. We don't know what's happening. Uh, all right, so let's continue. I'm sure I'm audible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry for the inconvenience to all of you. All right, so let's get started. So I was explaining that we have issued 50,000 shares at having a face value of 100 each at a premium of 50. That means issue price per share is 50, 150. And the amount against this will be received in this way, as explained in the question. It says we will be receiving on application 100 rupees will be received on application, and question says that the balance amount will be received on allotment. So you have to decide what is the balance amount that we will be receiving on allotment. Tell me how much amount we will be receiving on allotment per share. Tell me. If total value of the share is 150, we have received 100 rupees on application, then how much is still remaining?
50.
50. Yes, that will be
50.
received on allotment. And you need to understand this point. This is very, very important. Since the question is not telling us anything, then we will simply presume that the face value of the share will be received on application. Face value of the share, which is rupees 100, will be received on application. And on allotment, whatever the value that we will be receiving, that will be premium, which is this is called securities premium. This is called securities premium. Since we have already received the face value, that means whatever the amount that we will receive on allotment of the share, that will be considered as the securities premium, or you can also call it securities premium reserve. This is also known as security premium reserve. All right, I hope this point is clear. All right, so considering all these factors, we need to pass the journal entry. Let me do that now. But before going forward, just wanted to confirm whether you have written this down or not. Everybody?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's start with the okay. So let's start with the journal entry. This is how we will be passing the journal entry for this question. First of all, on application, journal entry will be bank account debit, right? We have issued how much shares? 50,000 shares of rupees 100 each. Let me just check. Yeah. So that simply means that just a moment. Bank account debit to, shall we? What will be the journal entry for the amount received on application to equity share
Application.
application account, right? And anyone please tell me what should the amount that we should write down? Anyone please tell me?
Sir, what is the number of shares? Face value
Number of
into
shares
number
were
of
5.
shares.
Number of shares were 50,000.
Yes.
And we have
50,000 into
here,
100.
yes, that is right. It means 50,000 into 100. That means we will be receiving 50 lakhs, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. And 50 lakhs here as well. All right. And apart from the receipt of application amount, we need to show the transfer entry as well. And I'm not writing down the narration. I'm sure you guys are you guys can do it yourself. Now we will pass the other entry for the transfer of application money to the share capital. For that purpose, we'll write down equity share application. Equity share application account to, tell me, equity share application account to
Equity
anyone?
share capital.
Yes, equity share capital. Equity share capital, and amount will be 50 lakhs. All right. After this, we will pass the journal entry for the allotment of shares. So second entry on allotment. All right. On allotment, what will be the journal entry? First of all, we need to pass the journal entry for making the allotment due, and then later we will pass the journal entry for the receipt of allotment money. All right. So for that purpose, journal entry will be share allotment account debit to, tell me.
To equity share capital.
Okay. See, there's some change in this case. First of all, we'll write down share allotment account debit equity share allotment account debit to, don't have to, everyone please don't write this down right now. Let me just finish this and then write the journal entry. Equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital, right? To, and we have also received premium on a lot, right? So we need to do the journal entry for that as well. To securities premium reserve. Premium reserve account. Now you have to tell me what amount we have received on security premium. As a security premium, we have received 50,000 into 50 per share as a security premium, right? So that means we have received 25 lakh as a security premium. Is that correct, everyone? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
But
Yes.
this time we haven't issued any shares against it. We just received 50 rupees against the as a premium. So what amount we have collected against the equity share capital? We haven't collected any amount against equity share. So in this case, 50,000 into zero. So zero amount collected against equity shares. All right. So ultimately, we will be collecting 25 lakh on account of allotment, right? All right. Now you need to see, you need to understand this, that since we are not, we haven't received any amount against equity share, so there is no need to write this down, right? There is no need to write it down because there is no amount collected against the equity share, because the entire amount that we will be receiving will be for the premium. So instead of writing down the equity share allotment to equity share capital, we will just write this down: equity share allotment account debit to securities premium reserve account. Got it? Is this clear? Is this point clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the entry for making it due. Now we will pass one more general entry for collecting the allotment money, and that is now easy. Which will be like this: security premium, securities premium reserve account debit by 25 lakh. Bank. We need to debit the bank account. The bank account debit. Bank account debit by 25 lakh to security premium. All right, everyone. This is how we will be presenting the solution for this question. I hope it is clear. I haven't written the narration for the question. I'm sure all of you are already good with that. You can do it yourself as well. Got it? Yes or no? If it is clear, let me know. If anybody having any doubt, please let me then as well. Let me know in that case also.
It's clear, sir.
Everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we did the journal entry for the application for all. Done. So since this question is done, now we can simply move to the next question. Let's do that quickly. All right. So question number 7. This is a lengthy question comparatively, and in this question we'll also learn about the balance sheet. So this is very important because the balance sheet in case of the company account is not similar to the partnership account. In this case, balance sheet is vertical in the it is maintained in the vertical format. Unlike in case of the partnership, we used to prepare the balance sheet in the horizontal format. That means on one side we have the asset, on the other side we have the liability. Then in case of the company account, we don't make such kind of balance sheet. We have to make the balance sheet in the vertical format as per the Schedule 3 of the Companies Act 2013. All right. So we'll also learn about that as well. So let's just quickly start with the question number 7. It says Bharat Limited was incorporated with a capital of rupees 2 lakh divided into shares of rupees 10 each. 2000 shares were offered for subscription, and out of these 1800 shares were applied for and allotted rupees 3 per share, including rupees 1 premium was payable on application. See, this question is specifically explaining, is specifically telling us that on which installment the premium amount will be received and what amount will be received on which installment. So it says that 3 rupees will be received, including 1 rupees for premium on application, 4 per share, including 1 rupees on allotment, and 2 per share on first call, and rupees 3 per share on final call. All the money was received. Give necessary journal entries and show the share capital in the balance sheet as well. All right. So let me just simplify this question a little for you, and then we will start with the journal entry for this question and also prepare the balance sheet. First of all, Okay, so in this question, it says that we have an authorized capital authorized capital of rupees authorized capital is 20,000 shares. 20,000 shares divided into 10 each. Basically, 20,000 shares of rupees 10 each. All right. Out of 20,000 shares, company only issued 2,000 shares. That is given in the question. Issued share capital is issued shares 2,000 shares, right? Company have issued 2,000 shares, but out of 2,000 shares, 1,800 shares were applied for and allotted. Means subscription were made for subscribed share subscribed share is how much? It is 1,800. That means company will be receiving amount on these shares. All right, I hope this point is clear, everyone. This is what question says, right? Everybody is able to see that in the question. It says that the authorized capital of the company is 20,000, out of which company have decided to issue 2,000 shares, and out of these only 18,000 shares were applied and allotted. That means only 18,000 shares were subscribed by the public. All right, is this clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now moving on to the next part. It says that amount against 1,800 shares will be received in the form of application, allotment, first call, and final call. All right, but the amount, what amount we will be receiving per share on application or allotment and first and final call, this is already given in the question. So let me write that down. This is a question says that we will be receiving 3 rupees on application, rupees 3 on application, right? Which include 1 rupees for 1 rupees of premium. That means 2 rupees will be collected as a face value and 1 rupees for the premium. Is that understood, everybody? Total rupee which is being collected on application, it includes the premium amount as well. That means face value will only be rupees 2 and 1 rupees will be application money. Is that clear? Yes or no? I'm not telling this on my own. This is given in the question. It says that rupees 3 per share, including 1 rupees for premium, was payable on application. I hope this point is clear, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then it also gives us the information about the allotment. On allotment of share, we will be receiving 4 rupees on allotment. This also include 1 rupee of premium. That means face value that will be collected on allotment will be 3 and 1 rupee for the premium, total 4. And question further says that 3 rupees will be received on first call. 2 rupees will be received on first call. On first call, 2 rupees will be received, no premium amount, and 3 rupees will be received on final call. That is second and final call. All right. So that simply means we have issued the share having a face value of rupees 10 each at a premium of rupees 2. So let's just total it. 3 plus 4 plus 2. 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3. This is rupees 12. That means 10 rupees for the face value of share and 2 rupees as a premium, which will be collected on application 1 rupee, and on allotment we will be collecting 1 rupee on allotment as well. Understood, everyone? So as usual, we'll first of all pass the journal entry for the application and then later move to the allotment postal and final count. I hope this is clear, everyone. Tell me if it is not.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it clear? Yes. Everybody
Yes, sir.
noted this down. I want everyone to note this down.
Yes, sir.
Done. Okay. All right. So now let's move to the journal entry part. Journal entry. Suppose we'll pass the journal entry on application. Anybody want to tell me the entry for the application? Bank
Bank
account debit.
account to equity share
Mhm.
application.
Correct. To equity share application. How much we will be receiving on application? We will be receiving 3 rupees on application against 1800 shares. So 1800 into 3, I guess. Yeah. 1800 into 3. So this will be 5400, 200. Then we need to pass the general entry for the transfer of share application to share capital. And for that purpose, general entry will be equity share application account 5400, right, to equity share capital account, and we also received the premium amount. Huh? So for that purpose, we will be writing down to securities premium reserve account. All right, and we have received 1800 into 1 as a premium, and remaining 3600 must have been received against the equity share having a face value of, so that means 1800 into 2. Is it clear, everybody? Yes or no? This is for the application. Done. Shall we move to the next part? Shall we pass the journal entry for the allotment as well?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please note it down quickly, everyone. On allotment. On allotment, first thing that we'll need to do, we'll first of all pass the entry for the due. That will be equity share allotment. Equity share allotment account to equity share capital to security premium reserve. Securities premium reserve account. All right. On allotment, we will be receiving one for the 1 rupees per share for the allotment. Oh, sorry, for the for the premium. That means 1800, and remaining, that means 1800 into T, which will be 5400, will be received against the equity share capital, right? And sum total of 5400 and 1800 is 7200, right? This will be the first general entry for the allotment, and we need to pass the general entry for the receipt of allotment money as well, and that will be done like this: bank account debit, $7,200 to equity share capital. No, sorry, equity share allotment 7,200. Tell me everyone, is this clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we will move to the first call. On first call. On first call, since there is no premium on first call, the general entry in this case will be equity share first call account debit to equity share capital, right? Amount in this case will be 1800. What amount we have received on first call? We received, done with the allotment, moving on to the first call. Okay, 2 rupees on first call. So 18 into 2. So we will be collecting 3600. And then one more general entry, bank account debit to equity share cap, equity share first call. 3600. Tell me, Alexander and everyone else, is this clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you show the allotment entry?
Allotment entry. This is the allotment entry. Done, anyone? Everyone? Anybody having any
Done.
doubt? Done. Okay. So we are done with the first call. Now we need to pass the journal entry for the final call. On final call. On final call, the journal entry will be equity share final call account 18 into 3, right? On final call, we asked for
Yes, sir.
how much. Yeah. On final call, we will be collecting 3 rupees per share. So 18 into 3 basically means 5,400 to equity share capital. All right. And one final journal entry. This will be bank account debit. Equity share final call. Note this down quickly, everyone. Done, everybody?
Done.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, this question also requires us to prepare the balance sheet. It's asking us to prepare the balance sheet for this question. However, it requires us to show the share capital in the balance sheet only. It does not require us to show the basically security premium reserve that we have collected. It does not require us to show the bank balance, basically the amount that we have collected in the bank. It just requires us to show the share capital. All right. So, in order to draw the balance sheet, you will have to first of all understand how actually the balance sheet is prepared in case of the company account. Because in case of the company account, the format of the balance sheet is completely different. It is not same as in case of the partnership or in case of the sole proprietorship. In this case, partnership is formed in the vertical format rather than the horizontal format. Under the company's account, in order to prepare the balance sheet, we need to follow the uh, provision of Schedule Third of the Companies Act 2013. So companies basically in this particular chapter, we will be preparing every time question requires us to prepare the balance sheet. We need to prepare the balance sheet as per Schedule 3. Got it? Schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013. And how a balance sheet is prepared as per Schedule 13. We will learn about this in the next class. Because it is going to take some time, we won't be able to cover the entire thing in today's session. We will be covering that part in the next session. Since we only have 5 minutes left in the session, so I won't be able to cover that part today. But will continue from this point onward. For this particular question, we will make the balance sheet in the next session. But before, see, in order to prepare the balance sheet for this question, we need to understand how actually the balance sheet is formed under the basically under Companies Act. Let me just give you a quick. Let me show you a picture of the balance sheet that we prepare in company account. This will give you somewhat idea about how we actually prepare balance sheet in this case. See, this is how the balance sheet actually looks like. I'm sure everybody is able to see the balance sheet on screen. Everybody, just confirm if you are able
Yes,
to
sir.
see.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
This is how we prepare the balance
Yes.
sheet. Now we need to understand how we actually what on what basis or what at the time of forming the balance sheet what needs to be kept in mind. We will be covering all these things in the next class. And after understanding the balance sheet format, only then you will be able to prepare the balance sheet for the question. So until and unless we understand the format, you won't be able to prepare the balance sheet. So, and it is going to take some time. So I'm not going to explain this today uh, as it requires some time. So we will be covering that part in the next section. So this is it, guys. This is it for today. Just wanted all of you to just give you just want to request everybody that everyone before attending the next session, make sure you revise everything and only then attend the next class, because as we proceed further in this chapter, things will get difficult for you. So make sure you revise, keep on revising the thing that we have discussed in this chapter until now. All right. So guys, this is it for today's session. I'm not giving you any homework for the next class. We will be discussing about the balance sheet in the next one, and only then I'll be able to give you questions for from this chapter as a homework. So this is it for today's session. Thank you, everybody. Thanks.